The National Registration Bureau has often come under sharp criticism over the slow issuance of identity cards. Many young Kenyans who attain the age of 18 are not able to acquire the cards easily, locking them out of employment, elections and other opportunities. The Ministry for Immigration and Registration of Persons now says this is a thing of the past, after acquiring equipment and materials to produce third-generation identity cards. The process is back on track, with up to 60,000 cards produced each day. Kenyans still seem to doubt their efficiency. As a result, there are now close to 1 million identification cards awaiting collection at registration centers across the country. The Registration Bureau has announced the release of 700,000 new IDs that are yet to be collected. Another 256,000 have remained uncollected for up to 10 years. This coming just before an election year that will see millions more seek the vital cards to enable them vote. Officials around the country are calling for applicants to begin collecting the cards.
Those persons who had applied for the ID cards, they should visit those offices and collect their ID cards in readiness for the general elections or another activity.
Immigration Minister Otieno Kajwang issued warnings to officers who made it especially difficult for women, the youth and persons from specific regions to acquire national IDs. However, many of these cards now lie uncollected at various district registration and chief's offices across the country. The government resumed production of national identity cards and set a target of clearing a backlog of 650,000 applications after a brief lull owing to procurement bottlenecks that made it difficult to secure the necessary raw materials. The next step will be to release a third-generation identity card, which can also be used as a voter's card. The current process, where the Electoral Commission issues a voter's card separately, sees the country incur double the cost. The processing of ID cards is now being done in 529 stations across the country, with about 4,000 staff working to fast-track the process. Should the material run out, the Immigration Ministry intends to venture into the production of plastic ID cards in order to fulfill the needs for the cards required for the voter registration process ahead of the 2012 general elections. Wilkis Anyabwa, KTN Prime.